Along the same lines of things that you can be doing during your job search era, upskilling is probably one of the top ones, and I would be remiss if I didn't include it. Upskilling allows you to really break that vicious cycle of not having enough experience because you don't have a job, and you don't have a job because you don't have experience. You need to learn via doing more of the practical stuff as opposed to the theoretical concepts and strategies. There's a big difference between broad and generalized skills and then more specific skills that are allowing you to actually get good at something, not general skills again. There's a difference between understanding what to do online versus in person, tutorials versus training, free versus paid courses. There's differences here, but there are lots and lots of resources at your disposal. And just because there's one versus the other doesn't mean that one is inherently good or bad. But I've outlined a crazy amount of places that you can continue to get certifications and really work on yourself, as well as the different skill sets that you've become accustomed to using and doing inside of different types of jobs. So I've included a massive repository of different places where you can go and get skills for free, or you can go out and pay for additional courses. This is just something to think about. Often people are questioning, like, well, what should I learn? What are the types of skills that I'm going to use now and for the foreseeable future? Well, I think if you get more specific to real world use cases, anything within automation, AI, or AI agents is here to stay. It's going to be around for a long, long time. That means you learn, understand how to build, you complete things, you document your journey, and then you go out and try another. Now, I've created a small list of things that I would like to learn, but I've also included some really interesting industry projections that allow you to understand where the ball is going. Where is everybody thinking that these are going to be the jobs of the future? So click through on any one of these. Some of them are better than others, but they really give you an interesting understanding of the most in demand or the types of skills that you're going to probably see more prevalent in terms of hiring in the future. This doesn't mean that you need to make a massive career change. It can just be a slight shift in the direction of where things are going. I've always thought that it's a really interesting angle in terms of combining two dissimilar but not quite the same types of skills or two very unique things into one unique thing. So the concept of a bear is not all that interesting. You go to the zoo and see a bear. As somebody riding a bicycle, maybe not the most entertaining thing that you've ever seen, but a bear riding a bicycle, it's phenomenal. And people will show up and see that and be blown away. Think about different things that have not been combined within either your hobbies, the work that you've done, or some AI element of a combination of different things that have not actually ever existed before. And you'd be surprised, a lot of these skill sets become very interesting to people that may end up employing you to do just that very thing. In terms of upskilling and which skills you want to improve on, sometimes it becomes a matter of going out and looking for the same types of skills that appear in every single job description. Review job postings and note the specific tools or functions within those jobs. If somebody keeps asking for this particular function or this particular skill set and you have no idea how to do it, maybe that's an opportunity to go in and figure out how to do that. You can find free tools that allow you to get access, or you can find free tutorials that also give you some form of an understanding. I'm always a huge proponent of getting your hands dirty and actually working on something, but try to work from start to finish as opposed to a Renaissance person or Renaissance man, a jack of all trades, expert of none. Try to learn something in depth. And I think anytime you put automation or AI in front of literally anything, people are like, oh, that's cool. If we had somebody who could do that, that would be amazing. I think it's really interesting to get into communities of people that are crazy passionate about upskilling and crazy passionate about working on different things that are in the real world, because that's where the cutting edge of technology is, and that's where people actually get to understand how things are done. You can learn via doing, but you can also learn vicariously and start to tap into the knowledge of others by joining groups. I've already outlined the different groups within different platforms. I think it's super interesting and take it for what it is. It is an opportunity to see other communities.